Giannis. Giannis. Oh, my goodness. Great Antetokounmpo.
You won't believe all the times Giannis Antetokounmpo impressed the world. Giannis Antetokounmpo has quickly risen to superstardom with his stellar play on the basketball court.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bam! Do you know who you're messing with? The great basketball god.
Throughout the last few years, Giannis has really done a ton of things to impress the entire NBA community. So, in today's video, we grabbed 10 of those times to show you guys. So, let's get right into it. Number 10. To start the video off, we gotta cover a play that really put Giannis Antetokounmpo on the radar of fans around the world. It was a game-winning shot against the New York Knicks during the regular season. First, let's take a look at the clip.
5 seconds. Antetokounmpo's gotta take a shot. 2 seconds. Step back jumper. Got it!
As a young player in the NBA, you dream about moments just like this. What was even more surprising was his confidence to rise up and take that tough of a shot with less than 10 seconds left. A lot of times, younger players in the league defer those types of shots when the game's on the line because they're still fighting for minutes in the rotation. Giannis just isn't that type of player though, and he rose to the occasion in a big way here. Number 9. Here we have another game winner. This time it was against the Charlotte Hornets and came earlier in this current season. Check this clip out.
Downhill or stay out of the way and play 4-on-4. There he is coming downhill.
Out to Giannis.
We gotta give some credit to LaMelo Ball for rising up and hitting such a clutch bucket when the game was on the line. However, Charlotte made a brutal error by not stepping up on Giannis at the start of this play. When he was standing behind half court, you could see it in his eyes that he was preparing himself to sprint out towards the rim and attack the basket. The defender just sat and waited for him and was easily overpowered in the paint and allowed the game-winning layup. Number 8. Never have I seen a play quite like this one since the legendary Michael Jordan retired from the NBA all those years back. Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks were going up against the Detroit Pistons. That was when Giannis decided that he wanted to do this against Andre Drummond.
Brown out of SMU and deep to Antetokounmpo. Oh my goodness, wow.
To this day, it still doesn't even feel possible what he was able to do against a strong 7-foot dude like Drummond while falling down. He originally soared up as if he planned on dunking it all over him, then he realized he didn't quite have enough space to get the job done and converted his dunk attempt to a layup. And the craziest part of it all was that he somehow managed to knock the layup down. He was also fouled on the shot and got a free throw for his effort. When the cameras panned around the crowd, everybody looked shocked and confused as to what the heck just happened. It was like the play still hadn't quite processed in everyone's minds just yet. Number 7. Let's move into the All-Star game now. A few years ago, when Giannis was selected as team captain, he made one of the most shocking dunks of all time. But before we go deeper in on the details, you gotta see how crazy this looked.
Steals. Here's Curry with a high bounce pass.
It honestly looked like Giannis levitated on this play. And to make it even more impressive, the dunk was over Kevin Durant, who was chasing Steph Curry down to try and stop them from scoring. It only took one hand for him to throw it down too, despite how long it felt like the ball hung up in the air. It was just a wild display of athleticism and sheer dunking talent right there on a night when all the stars of the game were in one place. Number 6. Next, we've got a play that impressed everybody watching, but devastated Portland Trailblazers fans all over the world. There were only 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, with the Trailblazers holding on to a 1-point lead and possession of the basketball. It was looking like they had this one under control until Giannis went out and did this.
McCallum and a piece of his jersey, no whistle, take away. Giannis for Brandon. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Guys, can you even believe that? Giannis not only took the opportunity to defend against a really shifty guard in CJ McCollum, but he also forced a steal. Then, on top of that, he sprinted all the way down the floor and slammed it home to give his team a lead with just 11 seconds remaining on the clock. There are not a lot of players who can get it done on both ends of the floor like that. Number 5. Moving on now, we've got a play from the most recent NBA Finals. The Bucks held on to a 1-point lead in Game 5 with just under 40 seconds remaining in the game. Jrue Holiday missed a crucial bucket, and Devin Booker led the break down the floor the other way. But Booker ended up getting stripped in the paint by Holiday, who then led his own fast break the other way, with Giannis trailing closely behind. And that's when Holiday looked over and did this.
Knocked away and stolen by Holiday. Phoenix has to foul. Antetokounmpo throws it down.
Antetokounmpo soared over Chris Paul, who knew exactly what was coming the minute he saw Holiday release the ball from his hands. Unfortunately, he was just too late as Antetokounmpo caught it and dunked it home for his team to stretch the lead out to 3 points with just 13 seconds left. Milwaukee ended up winning that game, and everybody came away very impressed at how Giannis was able to cap off an incredible late-game play like that. You gotta feel bad for Paul though. It seems like the poor guy cannot catch a break, especially in the playoffs. If you want to avoid losing in the postseason consistently like Paul, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we heard it might improve your chances of winning. You didn't hear that from me though. Number 4. Here we've got another finals play. This one came during Game 4 of that series against the Phoenix Suns. Milwaukee held a 2-point lead with just over a minute left on the clock. The Suns had the ball, and it was looking like they were about to slam down a beautiful alley-oop to DeAndre Ayton to grab the momentum back. And that's when Giannis did this.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo.
Somehow, even though he fell behind in the play and was caught way out of position, Giannis turned and blocked Ayton's shot when he caught the pass. Fast forward about 30 seconds, and the Bucks converted an and-one by Chris Middleton and won themselves the game. Something that might not have happened without that incredible block. Number 3. This next one isn't even a play, but rather an award. Giannis impressed everybody in the NBA community when he was able to come away with consecutive MVP awards. He was only the 12th player in NBA history to pull that off.
Back-to-back MVP awards. So I guess last year when you said you can't call me MVP until I've done it twice, now we can call you the MVP, huh?
No, not yet. Don't call me MVP. Don't call me 2010 MVP until I'm a champion.
Giannis was able to accomplish this by dominating his defenders offensively and flying around the court on defense too. He also snagged pretty much every single rebound that bounced his way.
The 2019 Kia NBA Most Valuable Player goes to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
These back-to-back MVPs were without a doubt an impressive feat. Number 2. Here we have the time when Giannis became the 3rd player in NBA history to finish the season with 3 major awards. Antetokounmpo joined legends Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon as the only players in league history to win an MVP award, a Finals MVP award, and Defensive Player of the Year award in the same season.
The 2-time MVP in the league this year's Bill Russell. Finals MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And while we just spoke about his back-to-back MVPs, we could not leave out this other ridiculous accomplishment that happened during one of those seasons. Finally, at number 1, we have the most insane dunk I've ever seen. Milwaukee was going up against the New York Knicks in this clip. The score didn't really matter much here. It was a 10-point game halfway through the 3rd quarter. Milwaukee found themselves on a fast break, and Antetokounmpo brought down the house.
Giannis trailing the lob. Oh! Giannis Antetokounmpo from Chris Middleton.
With Chris Middleton leading the charge and Tim Hardaway Jr. right along with him, Middleton knew that he had to make a play. He was staring at the rim but knew that Giannis was trailing closely behind. Credit Middleton here for tossing up a perfectly thrown pass to Antetokounmpo, but I don't think I've ever seen a grown man fully jump over another grown man like that before in my life. Giannis went completely over him and then dunked it down. I know that I, for one, would not be able to finish the game if I was the one who'd been dunked on like that. There's simply no way I'm going to come back from that one. And that does it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure to keep watching more by clicking the video that appears on your screen right now.